Sorry for the long pause. It's just when this got announced, right? The speculations and theories of what was going to happen in this special didn't stop until it came out yesterday. And the day I'm recording this is the day after it got released on Netflix, okay? Power Rangers Once and Always is in fact a love letter to a lot of Power Ranger fans, and it respected the passings of Twee Trang and Jason David Frank. And I'm happy they did that. I am. When I was gonna watch this, I was honestly prepared for the emotional thing that was probably going to happen to me. Because like I said, my favorite Ranger has now passed on. He's no longer with us. He passed away last year. And I was just not prepared to watch any Power Ranger stuff for a while, knowing the fact that he was gone. But I'll say this. This warmed my heart. It warmed my heart. Didn't harden it at all. Because everything that I was complaining about, everything that me and the Rita brothers were discussing about, everything that I was talking about in that past video, talking about Jason David Frank's reason for leaving Power Rangers officially and cutting his tie with Hasbro, everything that I've been discussing, they did this right in this special. Now, why do I say that? This special not only addressed the big question as to why Rita, Lord Zed, and possibly Zordon could keep returning and keep coming back. We saw Lord Zed return in Dino Fury. And now we see Rita coming back. And how she came back. And how it was explained in this. Double Down confirmed what I had said in the Dino Fury Linkara reaction. And not to spoil anyone, but what I said in Dino Fury was that evil can't just go away like that. Can it be contained? Yes. Can it be put somewhere else? Yes. But can it be fully destroyed? No. Because like what Boom Comics is always talking about, good and evil is tied together in the morphing grid. One cannot exist without the other. They've been hinting at it and hinting at it and hinting at it, and they finally said it. Because of Zordon's sacrifice, his energy weight, and how it split Rita and Lord Zed from their human forms, it did not mean that their evil selves were destroyed. It did not mean that at all. It basically, thing that I'm going to talk about, because this was the thing that I was heavily concerned about, and they talked about it. Remnants of Rita and Zordon are scattered throughout space. So there is a possibility. There is a possibility that we might just see Zordon come back. And most likely it's going to be thanks to Billy. And of course, and another thing, I'm sorry. This is now a spoiler warning. This is now spoiler area. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, get out of here right now. Just everything that I just said. The movie. The special was great. Characters was great. The story was great. Everything. Now we're gonna get into the spoilers. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love the characters in this. They basically wrapped up everything going on with the Rangers after all these years, and they did it very well with the whole deal with Trini and her daughter. So, the beginning starts. Billy is fighting Rita alone with a squad of putties. Whole squad of putties. He's knocking them down. Rita is about to gang up on his ass. Rest of the Rangers come in. And again, I love how they did this because they did not focus everything on Tommy. They didn't. I am so happy. They're treating a Sixth Ranger like how a Sixth Ranger is supposed to be. And he ain't supposed to be the be-all, end-all of the team. And that was I want to say, even though I'm a fan of the Green Ranger, I love the Green Ranger, it's my favorite Ranger, but that's one of the reasons why Mighty Morphin isn't as good as it should be, because they focus too much, a little bit too much on Tommy. A little bit too, and this is coming from me. It's coming from me. They focused a little bit too much on Tommy back then. But now, this is about overall the whole team. They gave Billy hella screen time. They gave Zach Walter E. Jones, David Yost, holy shit. Y'all did phenomenal. Y'all did more phenomenal in this. Yes, you did. Oh my God. So back to what I was saying. Billy manages to kick up a piece of Rita's face off, right? But then Rita gets the upper hand once again. And as soon as Rita was getting ready to throw this death ball at Billy, Trini jumps in the way to save Billy's life and ends up dying because of it. Yes, Trini died in the beginning of this. So then, God damn it, stop it. Trying to make this video here. Anyway. So, Zach and Billy go to Trini's house. And they basically said that we're going to have to... Billy basically said we're going to have to tell her the truth about what happened to her mother. And the whole... And how she's a Power Ranger and everything like that. But Zach's not trying to do that because she's just a kid. Like, she's literally a teenager. We can't just do that because we don't know how she's going to react to this. But Billy says she has a right to know. And then when Billy drops the bomb that Trini is dead because of Rita, that's when Ming comes in. And I love Min. I didn't think I was going to, really vouch for Min when I watched her. But then when I was watching her after the whole year later segment came around and she was training, she was moving like Trini. She was, I swear, this kid. This, oh my God, this girl. This girl is the spitting image of Trini. The spitting image of Tweet Train. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. And then it comes around where like Zach is now her caretaker, her legal guardian. He gave up being a congressman. Zach was a congressman. And don't get me started on Billy using the old command center as part of his new tech company, and the underground, which basically the Zeo Fortress, the Zeo Command Center, is basically where Alpha and him are trying to find remnants of Zordon to bring him back. Holy shit. Holy shit, bro. So then, Zach and Min go to, well, they're headed to Trini's grave. But while this happens, Rita gives a surprise visit, and the rest of the Rangers are there. She brings along Robo Minotaur and Robo Snizzard, right? And they going ham on the Ranger team. They capture Jason, Kimberly, and Tommy. So all three of them get trapped in this snake binding spell that has them become like little mini figures so that Rita can power up this machine that she's powering up. Zach, Billy, and Ming get away. They manage to get away. They go back to the command center, right? In the new rad bug, Billy updated the rad bug. Yes. So then after that happens, we get a flashback. I was going to say backflash. What the fuck? Oh my god. That's how you know I love this so much, because I'm everywhere with this, yo. So we get a flashback of Billy actually making attempts to bring back Zordon, and he honestly thought that he was getting close, because he found like a remnant of something, and he thought it was Zordon, but turns out it was actually Rita. And Rita managed to come out of the tube that Zordon was supposed to be, the cracked tube. They still had this cracked tube to this very day. Holy shit. Rita comes out and takes possession of Alpha. And yes, they got another Alpha, Alpha 9, after this happened. But she takes control of this Alpha bot. And she uses it as her new body. Can she do that? Yes. Because like we said in Dino Fury, Zed was able, the villains for Dino Fury were able to bring back Zed and put him and store him in a robot body. So why not do it for Rita? It worked. It worked. So that happens. And Rita runs rampant. Rita runs rapid because of it. After that, they make the distress call, the emergency call, called the Bandora Protocol. And for those of you who don't know why it was called Bandora, for those of you who don't understand Super Sentai, Bandora is the original name of Rita in Zyuranger. So that's a reference to that. Okay? But anyway, after realizing that, her mother's a ranger and everything, Min is very adamant with wanting to be a ranger. And she makes up the argument. And I was with her because, hell, they did it when they were teenagers. Why can't Min? But then you realize Trini's morpher isn't working for her. And I know why. Because the power, when Trini died, the power didn't get passed on to her or anyone else. It stayed with Trini's with Trini's life force. So that's why it won't recognize any other. Even though Aisha could, pick it up. Aisha's somewhere with SPA with Adam. They're getting that off the ground. They're in space. And shit, they are, and that's another thing. They are in a completely different area in the galaxy. So they're not even on Earth. They weren't even on Earth when this happened. But yeah, back to Min. Min makes the argument that, like, yeah, because of y'all, because of you, Billy, and you trying to, and the whole thing with Rita, my mom died, and that hits Billy hard because this angsty teen, she lost a mother, and y'all trying to tell her that she can't join y'all. And because she's a kid and y'all are Rangers and y'all supposed to handle this. So she's eager to fight. She's eager to be a Ranger. So Billy and Zach go back to the command center, right? Like I said, they make the distress call. They bring back Kat and officially confirm that her and Tommy have a child. She's a full-time mom. And again, they can, I swear, now they can do something with Rangers who are literally not here anymore. Aside from the fact of Jason David Frank's daughter wanting to be the new Green Ranger, they can do something with this. So, after this happens, right, then they call in Rocky. Rocky's a fireman. Rocky's a firefighter. And he was about to eat lunch. He was just about to eat his noodles. And they call him in. And then they make a distress signal for all the rest of the Rangers around the globe, because Rita is not just targeting Mighty Morphin. She's targeting all the Rangers. And almost at like the very end, we realize that she has a good group of Rangers. She's got 3 Lost Galaxy Rangers. I saw the Wild Force Lone Wolf Silver Ranger in there. They got the In Space Black Ranger. They had the some of the Beast Morphers Rangers in there. She had a good set of Rangers already powering up this machine. And she's wreaking havoc all over Angel Grove. Well, not just all over Angel Grove, but all over the world. Min sees this, right, while the other Rangers are fighting and getting tracked down by Minotaur, Robo Minotaur and Robo Snizzard. Min sees this, goes to Ernie's old juice bar. Shout out to Ernie. Because I know he passed on. I know he passed away. She goes in there and does her best to defeat her first ever group of putties. And she was successful for a minute until they started whooping her ass. Because she tried to morph, still didn't work. So that happened. Zach and Rocky step in there and they take care of him. And then Zach, being her legal guardian, her uncle, he gives her a talking to. Because he's thinking that, like, she's just playing hero and everything. But Min doesn't see that. And Min wants to whoop Rita's ass because of what she did. She wants to be a Ranger. Zach's trying to tell her that, like, you like the reason why you're doing this, it has to be more than what you're than that. Your reasons have to be more than that. Being a Ranger is a lot more. Being a hero is a lot more. It's self-sacrifice. And after giving that the whole talking to, They step back out to go over the plan to distract the Robo Snizard, Robo Minotaur. Basically, Billy's idea was to strap him, put him up on a magnet, have him dangle right there, so they can go to the command center. I mean, not command center, but Rita's old fortress, which is basically up in the moon. And I can't believe it's still there. Go up there, turn off the damn machine, and stop Rita's plan. Which they find out her plan after Ming tries to do something to the two monsters, because she really wants to get involved in this. She ends up meeting Rita, Robo Rita. And she tries to fight her, doesn't work. She's using all of Trini's fighting moves, and Rita catches on to that, like, oh, the Trini's fighting style and everything, and she's giving like shots, like she's shooting at the fact that she killed her mother and everything. It's pissing Min off, but she captures her. She captures Min, goes back to the fortress. To her fortress. All of them are there. The team, Min, Rita, the two Robo monsters, and Rita basically hints at it, but Billy double down confirms it. And her machine is a time portal. She wanted to go back in time before the Rangers even became Rangers. The moment Rita, her old self, in her case, her beautiful self, jumped out of the trash can on the moon, so that she can inform Rita about what happened 30 years from now. So they decide to go at Rita. None of them had a fighting chance. None of them had a fighting chance. They all get swatted. And the same thing that happened to Billy when Trini sacrificed herself for him was the same thing that happened now. Billy almost got killed until Min, being Trini's spinning image, stepped into the line of the energy blast of the death ball and got hit. Problem is, though, Min still had Trini's morpher, and I guess because of the energy from that death ball triggered something within Trini's power coin that made Min get all of Trini's memories of her being a ranger. And the moment Ming came to and got up on her 2 feet, I'm guessing the morpher, the power coin itself, recognized Min's energy with Trini's, that is literally her daughter, and accepted her to be worthy to be the Yellow Ranger. So now she can finally morph. And we get the sequence of all of them together morphing. Trini's daughter, Zach, Rocky, Billy, and Kat. And I loved it. I loved it so much. Min is great being the new Yellow Ranger. Min was great. They take care of his putties. She finally squashes her own set of putties, reduces them to rubble, like the rest of the team. But Rita is not giving up. She's about to turn on the machine because now she has enough energy. And the portal opens the moment she brings out Snizard and makes him go giant mode. They bring out the Zords, and I don't know how Alpha did this, but he teleported them onto the moon. Alpha, how did you do that? how did you manage to do that? But yeah, so they're able to use the Zords because now they're all together. Ming goes with Billy to go in the Megazord to fight Snizard, because the only way they can free the others is if they destroy Snizard, Robo Snizard. They managed to do that, and just the moment Rita was about to go into that portal to meet her old self, um, they get rid of the two monsters, the two robo monsters. They all go out of the Megazord and finish Rita off once and for all. Zack blasted her with his gun, and it was done. It was over. After that, they gave the captured Rangers over to SPA so that they can get taken care of and defigurized from what Rita did to them. And as soon as they get done, they'll happily put them back where they're supposed to be on Earth. Aisha welcomes Min as the new Yellow Ranger, which is a very heartwarming thing. Kat says goodbye because she has to go back to raising her child. Rocky goes back to his firefighting duties, and Zack, Billy, and Ming had this great moment at Ernie's Juice Bar. This great moment where Min apologizes to Billy for what she said, because she knows it hurts Billy's feelings. Billy's being hard on himself. Billy is Billy. And also, before that, they had mentioned about Aquatar and Billy's love life. His supposed girlfriend on there. They didn't confirm whether or not he had a kid, but his girlfriend misses him. He said as soon as he gets done with stuff on Earth, he'll make a return over to Aquatar. So yeah, they have a moment. Min and Billy have a moment talking about Trini. Zack comes in with the drinks, and he basically just says, "Yeah, God, you are a spitting image of Trini. You just like Trini." And it was such a heartwarming thing because she literally is. And Trini Min, see that? Min basically explains to Billy how she was able to morph and everything, because she, for some reason, because of what happened, she gained Trini's memories and everything about her mother. And Billy was like, well, there are various ways to tap into the morphing grid. You can do anything. And Billy basically confirmed that if you tap into the morphing grid, you can basically do anything you want. The possibilities of using the morphing grid are endless. So there is a chance that Billy can actually bring back Zordon. So, after saying that, Billy and Zack tell Min all about her mother and the trials that she had to go through as a ranger and everything. Just basically fills her in and all that, and then it cuts off there, and it goes to the end credits with the song that Kimberly sang when they were all younger, and the shot of Trini and Tommy were there, and there's like the scene where they paid their respects to those two. I love this special. I love this special because it did it right. It did things right with talking about Trini, with addressing the death of Twee Trang and Jason David Frank. Now, how they possibly could address something going on with Tommy's character and probably do something with that now that Jason David Frank is gone, I don't know. They could do something with that. They could. But that's here or there for right now. This special, I ain't gonna lie, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Why 9 out of 10? Because I honestly wanted it to be longer. I wanted it to be longer. I did. I ain't gonna hold you. I wanted it to be longer, but I realized that it can't. But I hope to God we get more details talking about what Rita had mentioned about particles of her energy and Zordon's energy being out there, somewhere out there in the galaxy. And if Cosmic Fury touches that, I'm set. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But with that being said, I want to get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for listening to my review talking about this. If you guys watched it already or have not watched it, please give it a watch. Please watch it. Please. If you have watched it, leave your comments down below. What you thought about it. I mean, did you like it? Did you hate it? Overall, a lot of Ranger fans really enjoyed this. I damn sure do. But yeah. With that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all be safe. I'm out. Peace.
We keep dreaming of a world where all is good, so we were told we need a hero. We keep dreaming of a time.
Angela, wherever you are, let me holler at you for a second. Let me just pull you to the side real quick, yo. I understand that you was a background character in the series, and I understand that you have the right to turn down any man that you want, any man that you don't think was worthy or deserving to have you. But let me tell you something right now. You passed up on a good man like Zach. You passed up on a good man like Zach because let me tell you something. Zach was everything that you wanted in a man. Zach was everything that you wanted in a man. And the fact that you just kept turning him down makes absolutely no sense. This man is a former Congressman Power Ranger. This man is a former congressman and a Power Ranger and still got it too. And not only that, you know he got money because he had the means to take care of Ming, of Min, Trini's daughter. So, you passed up on a good, responsible, reliable black man, Angela. And I bet you dealing with some joker now. I bet you dealing with some dusty, no good having ass man. I bet you. Or better yet, you dealing with some no good cracker. I bet you is. Cause you done passed up on this great man like Zach. And yeah, you ain't had to like him at first, but after seeing what kind of man he is, man, you should have been on board with that. There was nothing. I'm sorry, nothing was wrong about Zach. Nothing was wrong about Zach in the beginning, and nothing is wrong about him now. That man is on point. And you could have been his wife. Man, I swear, you dumb as hell.